Or if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know.
Hello, boys and gerbils. John from the future here. Just real quick, since I forgot to actually say this in the video you're about to watch, knives, although they are very fun to collect and fiddle around with, are not toys. So your dad advice from Uncle John for today is to be safe around knives and all other dangerous, sharp, and potentially harmful objects. With that all being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Hello, it is I, your friendly neighborhood schizo, John A. Whitman, and in today's quick little video I'm going to do something requested by one of my subscribers and show off my just for fun, cool, sexy, sleek, tactical knife collection. This is not every single knife that I own, because if it were that video, we would be here all day, and I lack the time or the storage capacity on my phone to be able to actually make such a video. Real quick before we start, in like take 2 of this video, we're on like take 6 or 7 now, I tried to go through every knife in my little case here, and I gave myself a mild cut. So if you don't like blood, you know, you might see just a little tiny bit here and there, because it's still freaking bleeding like an hour later. Anyway, with all that being said, we'll start off with my assisted opening knives. This right here is the first assisted opening knife I ever purchased. It is made by a company that sadly no longer exists. It was called the X-Bay. They were selling really cool, really nice knives like this on Amazon for like $9 a pop. Has this really cool looking Asian dragon on the side. Pocket clip. Uses a flipper. Assisted opening. The X-Bay. Very nice. Decently sharp out of the box. I got it because it was cool, and I was like 15, so of course I wanted the one with the badass dragon on it. Next we have the most recent addition to my knife collection. This is also an assisted opening stiletto made by Rocco, so this is a much nicer quality one. This cost me like $30. So if you live in a state with retarded knife laws like mine, and you want to stay well within the law and still have something cool, this is the way to go. Assisted opening stilettos. Moving on to my first ever actual automatic knife. This is one that I made around the same time, not too long after I bought this, to thumb my nose at said retarded gun laws. Or not gun laws, knife laws. Sorry, misspoke there. I do not violate gun laws, YouTube. Please do not take that out of context. Anyway, this was, you know, those like crappy $2 like switchblade combs you can get at the gas station. This started out as one of those, and I ripped that comb out and replaced it with a kitchen knife blade. I painted it, as you can see. I wanted to grind down the edge and make this an actual stiletto blade, but never did. This was literally, it was not meant to actually carry or use for anything serious. It was literally just, you can't stop me from owning one of these because I'm an angsty teenager and screw your laws. That's what that was. So yeah, this is technically a misdemeanor in my state. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's our little secret, okay? Anyway, moving on to balisongs, which are actually legal in my state. They are not legal in the capital city of my state because of a local ordinance, but they are legal on a state level. So anyway, these two are trainers with full blades, so you could actually grind an edge on them eventually, which I will do someday. This one has an actual live blade, and this one is a trainer that shall always and forever be a trainer because it has the holes drilled in it, so if you tried to grind an edge on it, you will ruin the blade. There's that one. Here's the one with an actual live edge. Very sharp, as all Chinesium blades are liable to be. Nice little gold one here. Again, you can see this one is actually beveled. and has no holes in it, so this is actually just like ready to be sharpened, which is actually how a lot of knife makers get around the ban that some states have on balisongs, is they sell these because, oh, it's not a real knife, it's just a trainer, but it takes you like 5 minutes and a belt sander to turn it from a trainer into the real thing. This one, some of you might recognize this. This is the balisong from CSGO. Big old heavy knife. This particular company, from what I've heard, they use actual real tool steel for these blades. So sharpening this one would get you an actually really nice blade that would hold an edge for a decent amount of time. Now moving on to the really cool stuff. After getting a taste of anarchy, man, with this little number, I decided to graduate to just buying factory-made automatics once I had my own money. Most of these were purchased online, except for this one, which I bought from some immigrant lady at a mall, and this one, which I just bought at one of my local sort of fleet supply type stores, because technically these do not count as automatic knives in my state. Anyway, we'll start out with this one. Amazon special. It is basically a modern take on the classic lever lock design. So you flip the lever up, you push it forward, the blade comes out, it locks automatically, and then to close it, you flip the lever back up, push it forward, and push the blade back in. It then, when the lever pops back up, it's locked. You just flip it back down so you don't inadvertently open it again. Very simple, very easy. My next automatic knife purchase was this one. This was from that lady at the mall who had the little booth. She's not there anymore. I can only assume she maybe got in trouble for selling actual switchblades and brass knuckles and the like. But this is a really nice one. Faux ivory handles. The safety actually works on this, unlike the crappy $2 comb one, which the safety doesn't work at all on. But anyway, you pull that safety down, push the button, and you get your nice Chris style blade. For those who don't know, these wavy blades, they're either called Chris blade or flamberge, if I recall correctly. Flamberge blade. Anyway, it's really cool. Decent quality knife. It is a bolster lock, so when you're ready to close it, you push the bolster down, and then you can close the blade. Very easy. Now we're moving on to OTF knives. For those who don't know, OTF stands for out the front. These, from what I've heard, technically do not meet my state law's definition of an automatic knife or a switchblade. But obviously I'm no lawyer, and either way I don't really care, because even if these are legal, these are still a misdemeanor, so it doesn't really matter either way. But anyway, this one is my first OTF knife. This is a double action OTF, meaning that it will both open and close automatically. So there's the slot the blade comes out of. No, I'm not pointing this at my face, if you're wondering. But to open this, you just push the slider forward, the blade comes out, and because this is a double action, to close it, you just pull the slider backward, and the blade goes right back in. Maximum fidget potential. I can't speak today. Maximum fidget potential with that guy. And finally, we have my most expensive automatic knife. This is a single action OTF made by Smith & Wesson. So it is not only the most expensive, but it's also the most tactical automatic knife that I own. They made sure to tard-proof it by putting caution blade ejects on the very wide pocket clip. Now, as a single-action OTF, this works a little differently. So it has a literal safety, like a gun, as you can see. So you take the safety off, and it opens the same way. You put the slider forward, the blade comes out. A nice little dagger blade, scary sharp right out of the box, really mean point. So this would be good for self-defense, I suppose, although OTFs are known for maybe not being the most durable for thrusting, but that's a whole different discussion for a different day. But anyway, this being single action now, if I try to pull the slider back, nothing happens. I have to push on this little button here to unlock the blade, and then I have to use this little slider here to manually close the blade. And then I can put the safety back on. And that is the difference between a double action and a single action OTF. With that all being said, I hope you all enjoyed this little sort of just for fun video of the cool folding knives that I have in my collection. To the subscriber who asked for this particular video, here you go. I hope you enjoyed. And thank you all for watching the John Doe Prepper channel. Yes.
We will all go together when we go, all suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go.